Next, I would like to introduce Bill Diss. Former Benson High School teacher, Bill Diss was fired after he made the courageous decision to stand up for his pro-life views in the classroom. He refused to let Planned Parenthood teach sex ed in his math class. With his master's in electrical engineering, he now tutors privately and teaches at a local community college. Let's give it up for Bill Diss.
God is good. Amen. All the time.
God is good.
God is good.
All the time.
And all the time.
God is good.
All right. Not everyone knows that, but that's all right. So we'll have lessons with it afterwards. So I want to thank everyone for coming here today, because we do still live in a democracy where the words and the beliefs of the majority should count. So, how do we get this far? Well, some of it's fairly easy. Some people will always vote for one particular party no matter what. And sometimes when I brought that up, they say, well, you can't speak about that. But do you think that the little babies in the womb that are about to get pulled part from part and have their precious hearts and livers and lungs sold for profit, do you think they really care what party you belong to? Do you really think they care what party you vote for? Or do you think they would really care more about breathing their first breath of life? So that's something you need to think about. So as elections come up, next year is a big election year, check your party's platform of seeing, where do they stand on abortion? You might be surprised, some parties actually listed in their platform of how much they support the abortion, and it's not the Communist Party, it is another party. Also, one particular candidate actually got the highest award from Planned Parenthood, whose life most represents Margaret Sanger, who started Planned Parenthood. So what did Margaret Sanger do? Well, about 100 years ago, she started Planned Parenthood to try to breed a certain race of people. She also told her granddaughter that she should have sex 3 times a day, and that still goes on now. So as the MC mentioned, that I used to teach at Benson, that's a Portland public school. I do have some homework for all of you. If any of you have children in any Portland public schools, or other schools for that matter, and they have Planned Parenthood working, which they do at Benson and at Marshall and at Madison and at Jefferson and a few others, ask the principal there, what is it that you like so much about Planned Parenthood? Now, sometimes they're not up on things. Say, do you like that they're selling livers and organs of little babies? Do you like that they're killing over 300,000 babies a year, or that's 1 million babies every 3 years? You'll have to ask your representative and senators that question. Senator Wyden and Representative Fazio a few years ago in Eugene, not only they were for Planned Parenthood and for abortions and the graphic sex ed, they actually went to their groundbreaking ceremony. And it's just not Senator Wyden or Representative Fazio, it's at your school level, like I pointed out. Salem also has Planned Parenthood in the schools. And it makes their way all the way up to the White House. The White House recently, instead of saying, well, maybe we should look into Planned Parenthood, no, they're going to investigate the people who were making the videos. Now, what kind of sense does that make? Well, a lot of it comes down to money. We've heard a couple people say that Planned Parenthood gets over $500 million a year for killing, over 300,000 babies a year. But that's quite a bit of a return on their investment. They get $500 million because each year they put millions into certain candidates. So again, do ask your school board members, why they are so into Planned Parenthood, both in the Portland area and also in Salem. And do check out, as you're voting in 2016, see where your representative or senator stands, whether at the state level or the national level. Lastly, we will be held accountable for this. Jesus tells us in Matthew 25, that we do have to look after this. Where were you? And I don't want him to say, any of you, where were you when they were slaughtering babies? I want you all to take action and do it obviously with prayer, but also at the voting booth, also calling and writing. And I would actually appreciate your help, personal help, as I go through a lawsuit, that's involving Portland Public School and Planned Parenthood. So God bless all you, and long live the babies, and long live the mothers.
Amen.